stretch marks.
Do you have any?
I do.
How'd you get them?
I didn't put belly cream on. I didn't put belly butter. Oh, what's up?
Welcome back to our channel.
Back.
It's been a few days, a few weeks. Oh, slow guy. I was trying to film. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
It's been a few weeks since we've done like a video talking, right?
Yeah, normally they're kind of like vlogs, right?
A Q&A. We haven't done a Q&A in a while, dude. They're really fun because you guys always send in good questions. So today is postpartum talk Q&A.
Boom.
Got my boys to
From
join.
me, I'm gonna talk all about postpartum life.
I'm really excited because I can finally wear semi-normal clothes again. That since I don't have that massive bump, and Connor's excited because I've stopped stealing all his t-shirts so he can finally wear his own again.
Yeah, you guys like
Look
this?
at his shirt.
It's so tailored and
Oh my
sick
gosh, it looks so
soft.
good on you.
And
What
you
brand
can't
is
even
that?
see the logo. It's so hidden. It's cuts, guys. It's like
Is your
tailored,
cut?
keeps its size. Like
your
this has
cut,
been
huh?
washed a bunch, and it's like it still fits good. It's not like baggy or big.
You
I'm all
keep
about
ignoring
it.
my question.
Keeps me cut.
It's cuts because you cut.
Keeps me cut.
Yeah, cuts is the best. We'll leave our
I love
discount
it.
code
They're
in the
simples.
description.
Yes.
We wanted to give a little update on Binks because we kind of left you guys hanging in the
He's
last
falling
video.
asleep.
He was having some issues, like just with his gassiness and pooping and sleeping and all that. So it's been a little bit better. He's been sleeping mostly through the night.
He's
He
out.
looks so sweet.
Oh my.
He sleeps, we feed him, I feed him. Connor stays up with me.
I stay up.
But
Do
you
not-
don't feed him, do you?
Can I feed him? Guys, do I look like I can feed him?
So I feed him at like 10:30 and then he sleeps till like 5:30 or 5. So that's been a lot better than it has been. And I don't know if we told you last appointment or last video that he had, oh, so he has a tongue tie.
Oh yep, tongue tie. He's got a tongue tie, so he's gonna get that snip. So we think that's why he's getting really gassy, because he swallows a lot of air, not necessarily all milk. And then we took him to the chiropractor today.
Yeah, tell him about how that went.
And I took him. Everyone was concerned why the dad was there and not the mom. They were like, so where's the mom? And I was like,
Wait, really?
yeah, they asked me that, but I didn't even tell you
I
that.
was working, I think.
I said she was working hard. She was breaking her back for us. Basically, he just said that he was tight in a couple places and that babies all come out with like a few issues. He said it's very rare that they come out perfect without any like needing for adjustments. And it's not like he was like cracking his neck. He just kind of would put pressure on points and then say that he relieved it. I was kind of skeptical about chiropractors. Been told some interesting things about him, but honestly, as soon as he did it, after, Banks farted 3 times, and then he's like, oh yeah, they always release after, and then he handed them to me, and then he like filled up his diaper, like that.
Big old poop.
And then he fell asleep, and he said, and he's like been pretty in and out of sleep, so I guess you could say I'm kind of convinced. Britt wasn't there. She said
Yeah, I want to see
she wants to see it in person, so she's up.
Take him again.
We're gonna take him up one more time because they're gonna clip his tongue tomorrow, and we want to make sure that he's all good. Also, Crew's still doing well, just a munchkin moving a million miles an hour. We're just trying to keep up with him, honestly. I don't know if people have a lot of kids. We're just trying to figure it out with 2 still. But anyways, let's go to the assumptions. I mean the postpartum question.
There are assumptions.
The postpartum cues.
Yeah, you guys had a lot of good.
I'm ready to answer them. I've got my A game on. All right, we're gonna interview Britt. First
Like being
question.
interviewed.
What was the first
Oh, my
question?
hair is blowing
you look
away.
like a model.
Wow.
Postpartum hair loss. Honestly, I feel like I haven't had too much, but I have struggled with it in the past.
Yeah, postpartum hair loss always gets these little guys,
Which ones?
these tiny little nuggets, and then I've just been losing a lot right here. But yeah, I didn't get it super bad with Crew, and I've just been starting to get it this time. Just the things that have helped me are to take my prenatal that I'm still taking. A lot of people are like, why do you take prenatal when you're not pregnant? But I've been told to just keep taking it when you're breastfeeding, so I've been taking that, and that helped my hair. And I've just been using Navy hair care. They're the best. I have like their shampoo and conditioner, and it's been helping it not break on the ends and also grow. So that's what I've been using. But if you guys have any more suggestions, I'm open to them. Biotin, I've tried that in the past. My prenatal has that in it actually.
Does Rogaine help?
What?
How often do you use the bathroom and does it hurt?
That's not what
Just kidding. The question was using the
How
bathroom.
often do you-
Does it hurt?
Are you making these questions up?
No. I'm interviewing.
Okay.
Ready to go.
Using the bathroom. Well, I'm 7 weeks postpartum today, so it doesn't hurt anymore, thank goodness. But it really only hurt for me like the first 2 weeks this time, but with crew, wow, it was really bad.
With crew, it was an experience.
But it is always very scary the first time like you poop because,
Oh my.
you know, it's painful. It hurts a little bit. But yeah, it wasn't that bad. I had like that Freedom Mom like angled thing. What is it called? I don't remember, but it's like you put it's a peri bottle, that's what it's called. You put like water in it and it will help, it can help you like, so you don't have to wipe down there. So that helps because it's not as painful. And then always have the Tux pads on hand. And what else did I use? Oh, perennial spray. That definitely helps as well.
Bathroom's the same for me, guys. Help me want to not quit breastfeeding. Tell me it gets easier / better. It's a tough one.
Wow, you answered that one.
Well, I would say that when I have the nipple shield on, it works way better than times without. Honestly, from an outsider perspective, Britt was saying at the beginning, I don't think I can breastfeed this baby. She was like, this is
There's
miserable.
like every other day
This is
I'm
so
like,
painful.
This is miserable. But it's gotten a little
But
bit better.
because you had pain at the beginning.
Yeah.
But once the colostrum finished and milk came out, how'd it go?
Yeah, it got better, and like I think you just kind of have to, depends how long this person's been breastfeeding. I feel bad if it's still painful, get them checked for a tongue tie because I totally didn't think Banks had one, and honestly the doctor and nurses always told me he didn't. But then he met with a lactation specialist and they were like, yeah, he has a posterior one, like behind his tongue, so he's getting that clipped tomorrow. So yeah, I have a friend who's been breastfeeding for like 6 months and her nipples are like bleeding, and she went and got checked and she said that her baby does have a tongue tie. So I'm like, just get that checked because that might be it. But yeah, I don't know. I think it gets a little, at least from my experience, it's gotten easier, and the baby as they get older, like they're just like more efficient at it. So I don't know, that's hard. But you got it, hang in there.
Honestly,
it's so good for them.
And just so you know, there's no shame in not breastfeeding.
Yeah, there's no shame. Seriously, if it's like come to the point where you're like, this affects my mental health, it is like, formula is totally fine. Like there is literally no reason why you should feel any guilt about switching. So.
Yeah, I would agree with that. How long did you bleed after?
I actually spotted for like 3 weeks, but it wasn't crazy, so it wasn't that bad at all.
Don't worry guys, I didn't pass out. What did you do to be proactive about postpartum roller coaster, postpartum blues and therapists?
That's such a good question. That's a really good question. I actually met with a therapist. I was meeting with a therapist after my brother died, like, how long ago?
Probably while you were like 6 months pregnant.
Yeah.
6, 7 months pregnant.
And I actually asked him in one of the sessions, like, if he had any advice on postpartum blues. Oh no, favorite boy's waking up. And how to kind of like avoid them, or how to just be more prepared for the next time. Because I know I definitely got them with crew and I didn't know that's what it was until later on. So he suggested writing a letter to myself in that moment.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Guys,
so yeah, this is my letter. I wrote it to myself.
Wow, this is crazy. I didn't even know you had a letter.
I know, I actually haven't even pulled it out because I've done a lot better this time. But it was like how I felt with postpartum depression. And I just wrote like a letter to myself about how it was, and then I wrote about how it gets better, because in that moment, even though I feel like even if you've been through it before, it just feels like it's never gonna end. Like, it just feels like that newborn phase is literally never gonna end. You're never gonna sleep again, you're never gonna have your body back, and it's just pretty tough. So yeah, I wrote that letter to myself, and that helped me feel a lot more prepared.
If I compare this time, she didn't tear as bad, so she was able to like move around and like be active, like go on walks and stuff at the beginning, because last time you couldn't even like move without being in pain. And then secondly, like having another child was just like,
it kind of makes you not think about yourself. Like you really just don't have any time to just be down on yourself and sit around and mope. Like you kind of just have to.
And I think that it helped that I was here more this time.
Yeah, for sure. Connor was working a different job last time, so he wasn't at home. So yeah, that's been really
And we've had family for like 5 weeks.
6 weeks, yeah.
So there's been some different things, but I think those are some. Oh my gosh, look at that little face.
He looks so sweet. I could literally eat him up.
Stretch marks.
Do you have any?
I do.
How'd you get them?
I didn't put belly cream on. I didn't put belly butter.
I'll link in here what I used. I used a lot of brands, but I settled on one that I love the best. I think it's called Ever Eden, and I'll tag it for you guys. But I love that, and I just feel like I used that throughout my whole pregnancy, and that has always helped with stretch marks. But they are inevitable, and I do feel like a lot of times they're genetics. They probably depend on how big the baby is.
I think you got more this. Did you get more this time versus last time?
I don't know if I got more or if they just stretched out the ones I got last time.
They just were more. Were they more
noticeable? Yeah, cause like it's fine. I'm not offended.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Don't worry about it too much. There's really nothing you can do that to help. Like they're kind of inevitable at some point, but I do feel like hydration helps a lot because it helps your
especially if you live somewhere dry.
Yeah.
Like I know. What is this?
Yeah. Especially if you live somewhere dry.
Especially, so I'm a doctor. How long does it take for your abs to come back together?
Please look at his face right now.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
That depends on the person, depends on how severe your ab separation is. But mine, actually I checked at the gym today and it's back together.
What?
Yeah, there's like half a finger gap below, so like teeny bit. But I also did a ton of ab exercises the first 6 weeks to help bring the core back together. Not your normal ab exercises like postpartum core. And I'm currently in the process of making a guide. We'll see if it ever gets
releases.
done. Don't do any ab exercises if you have
a gap.
Don't do any like normal things.
Sit-ups.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who feels like the newborn phase will never end? I am over it and feel bad.
That's hard. I have definitely been there. I've definitely felt that.
Are you sure you didn't put in the question? Maybe I put that in there. Just
the
kidding.
Newborn phase is so hard for me. I almost feel like Banks isn't even a newborn anymore. Do you?
He's pretty. He feels bigger. It's just so hard when you have a baby or a toddler who speaks to you, expresses their feelings most of the time, and going to someone who doesn't say anything except for tears and just screaming.
It's hard, and like newborn, they're just so hard to figure out. There could be, like with him for his gasiness, there could be like a million things that's wrong. It's just like so hard to try and figure out what to do. And you're sleep deprived. I feel like that is the main reason why it's so hard.
Yeah.
What did you say?
That and then like
when you don't have sleep, you just
minus the yawning.
Just keep yawning. I'm sweating so bad right now.
Yeah, you just have to like, I don't know.
Kind of just have to get through, but I promise it ends.
It gets better.
And it really does always get better. And I already miss the tiny little tininess that he used to be. Still tiny, but
still small.
They just start so little, and that phase really does go by so fast.
Did you feel connected to Banks right away, or did it take some time?
I really do feel like I did feel connected to Banks right away. I remember that moment when they laid him on my chest. I just knew I was supposed to be his mom. But with Crew, I didn't feel that way. Like I didn't feel connected right away, and I remember telling you, like I just felt like really off because I didn't feel really connected in the beginning. But
I just remember you saying you just remember looking at Crew and just not feeling like and you just felt so sad about it, like you weren't supposed to be his mom. And
no.
Oh, just kidding. Cut that part out. No, you just were saying like you just felt so bad, and like you felt like you should feel more and you didn't, and there was just sadness. And this time
I felt like Connor was a way better parent than I was. Like when we were in the newborn phase with Crew, like I just felt like you always could calm him down, you always knew what to do, and I felt like helpless, and it was hard. And
this time Banks doesn't want me to calm him down as much as Brick and just whisper him to sleep. Hence this.
so sweet right now.
And I have a hard time with it, so it's whatever, Banks. We're still friends though. We'll still be buddies.
Crew wanted to say hi in the video.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you have in your hand?
A fire shot.
Wow, that's
Nice.
awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.